All right, hey everyone, welcome to another episode of Trading Bitcoin with your host Tone Vays, probably trading the markets. Come to you live from Miami, Florida. I could have got on the balcony and given you a nice background, but I don't know, it's kind of loud out there. So, oh shoot, I switched microphones. Microphone's about to die. I didn't realize it wasn't charged. Hold on. This, I'm gonna charge it after. Yes. All right, we'll turn these on. All right, hold on. My audio cuts out completely. Let's try this. Turn this off, turn this off. Let me pull it. Now I'm using my camera as a microphone to a real microphone. Okay, so to avoid my microphone dying out during the stream, now let's do it. I'm not going to take too long, probably 10-15 minutes. So let's go to screen share. Call in, make sure I'm on the right pages instead. Where's this going to take me? Oh, okay, well, hold on. Bookmarks, let's get rid of that. Let's go to okay. Okay, now we can go ahead and switch it. Let's do it. All right, I'm going to do a quick overview on the price of Bitcoin, and then I'll talk about the conference a little bit, a couple of other things. Weekly chart, the week is more than halfway through, and nothing is happening. Again, guys, these streams have become generally on the boring side. I have to sneeze real quick. These streams have become generally on the boring side because the price has been incredibly boring. So I don't know how to make them exciting. Now, Bitcoin price has not been moving at all. So this is why we are just stuck here like this. Next, allocation chart. It's also not going to amount to anything. We're waiting to see if we can break out above the moving averages and having them cross over, or we're going to capitulate one more time. So the big question is, what is more likely? Are we more likely to capitulate, or are we more likely to go up? At this point, this range is no longer of any use to us. So we have two options. We can delete the range, or we can adjust the range. Let's see what happens if we adjust the range. If we adjust the range to just this initial candle that got us to a bull market, now this becomes a little bit more interesting, but not much so. I will go ahead and leave this range for now, but if we go a little bit below this range, I'm going to just delete it altogether. What is the more likely move for Bitcoin? Is it more likely to go up and hit the 128-day moving average, or is it more likely to go down and break to new lows? So let's just see from a probabilistic point of view, right? So if I do one of these, I put it on current price, and right now they look to be equidistant, right? Your risk reward ratio is exactly 1, but that doesn't even take us to the 128-day moving average, but it is declining. So if we do start to rise, by the time we get to the top of this range, we are likely to touch the 128-day moving average. So again, what is more likely? A drop all the way down to 14,060, according to this on a 1-to-1 ratio, or no, wait, not 4,000. So sorry, 1,463 of a drop. So a drop down to 14. What am I looking at here? What's the price in that? 15, there it is. A drop down to the low 15,000s or a rise up to 18,000, 1,800. I'm gonna go with the drop is slightly more likely. Is it likely enough to put a big bet on it or leverage bet on it? The answer is no, of course not. But I think that there is a slightly higher probability to go to a new swing low than to close at a new swing high. And by swing high, I basically mean a close above 18,000 and the touch of the next moving average. Now, those odds significantly rise if we can get above the 50-period moving average, something we have not able to do since all the way back in October. And December is like 3 days away from ending. So it's been a while, okay? I'm gonna go ahead and delete this, but just so you guys know, while this is an amazing time to dollar cost average, I'm not exactly rushing in with leverage trades at the moment. Short-term chart, probably not interesting at all. Premium, the GBTC premium, the Grayscale's GBTC premium or discount. It's stuck at -47. I'm going to keep a close eye on this going into next year. Oh, I actually really want to look at, I'm not sure why I'm looking at Cardano here, only because I can't wait to watch this thing go lower and lower. It's 20 cents for 20 cents for this thing, which has 18 trillion tokens, is actually insane. But a lot of people will think that it's cheap, and you know, like Dogecoin, which has also like I think in the hundreds of billions. I think Cardano has like trillion. I have no idea. It's an unreasonable amount of tokens, only to make it a lower value token, only to pump the price higher. And it's about to approach new lows, which is going to be interesting. I'm going to go to stocks, and I really want to keep an eye on, oh, how's Tilray doing? How is our good friend Tilray? We're on a weekly chart of Tilray. That's new lows, isn't it? That is a new all-time low. That is a rough spot for Tilray. It's about to break an acceleration line, something that it hasn't done in a while. This is not good for Tilray, but if it's super depressed going into like $2 into earnings, the earnings will likely surprise to the upside. You see right here, earnings, see the last two earnings were actually negative, but the stock rose because the stock had crashed into earnings. So earnings would have had to have been catastrophic in order not to profit from the stock. Here's the same thing. Look at that. Bad earnings after the stock has already crashed. And look what happened after. The stock rises quite a bit, actually, right? Like that's 60% on bad earnings, only because the expectation was horrendous. The opposite was happening earlier, right? So, well, we were going down. It had good earnings, and yet it kept falling. Right here, it had good earnings again. It rose ahead of good earnings. So the good earnings was priced in, and boom, it continued to fall. So right now, we're creating an environment just like the last two earnings seasons. So keep that in mind in case Tilray has been on your radar. What's been on my radar is, of course, Bitfarms. I can never find the stock. Too many stocks. I'm just looking for the logo. Should be able to look there. There it is. Bitfarms is on its second consecutive weekly MRI buy. On a monthly scale, it has some more downside to go. It's had rough earnings for a while, so the expectation on earnings is not high. So they may finally beat expectation, which would be amazing, right? Because if you have a depressed stock that beats earnings, though I think we're missing an earnings here. Oh, their first earnings is in March. They go from November to March. No, that's right. March and then May. Okay, yeah, there's a little longer gap here. And if this thing continues to keep falling, earnings might actually surprise to the upside, something it hasn't done in a while or ever, actually. But remember, earnings is compared to what the experts think. So earnings is always relevant. Okay. So keep an eye on that for next year. When is our next Fed fund rate announcement? We have one coming up on February 1st. Everyone is only expecting a 25 basis point rate hike. How about that? Okay, so we'll see if the markets have relaxed quite a bit. So let's go to the weekly chart on the markets. As you guys know, I am bullish for the stock market going into next year. We are working on yet another candle with a larger, lower wick. Tomorrow is going to be a trading day, the last day of the year. So we'll see what happens. It looks like the market is not creating any volatility going into year end. That's a good sign. I kind of like it. I would love to see this continue early on next year and then get a nice buy indication in the Arun. The last time the Arun gave us a buy indication was actually on back in August of 2020. Wow, so weekly chart. August of 2020 was the last time we got a buy signal from the Arun. If I back up and I go to August of 2020, wow, that's like back here. Right here. July, August, right around here, right into the MRI top, which pulled us back by 1 to 4 candles. Classic textbook MRI top, 1 to 4 candle pullback, or a 1 to 4 candle consolidation, like what happened right here. And then we went higher from there, though this would have been certainly a very nasty and tricky week to navigate. I'm not going to deny that. So we may get another Arun buy call if we hold it steady for like at least, I don't know, 4 or 5 more weeks, which is unlikely. I think the market's going to move one way or another. I can't wait for the bull market in oil next year. That's going to be classic. Here's gold. Gold's just not interesting until it breaks that blue line, though it is close. I can't wait to watch the bull market in oil, mostly because of the gas guzzling, siphoning junkie known as the US government, who decided to deplete the US strategic oil reserve. And eventually this will A, stop, and B, reverse. So even if it stops, that should itself increase the price of oil. And then if it reverses, if they start buying oil, that's gonna send it through the roof. So that's what I'm waiting for. Next release is going to be December 29th, which is today. So today we will know how much gasoline was siphoned off by the current governmental administration. My moderator sent me something. I've been traveling. I haven't paid attention to the Bitfarms news. So if someone wants to link me an article to the Bitfarms news, it doesn't seem to affect the stock much. I usually treat the price of the stock. Before I enter a stock, I check news. But I only check news prior to entering the stock. I don't normally keep an eye on the news of a stock. I keep an eye on the chart of the stock because there's only one of me and there is infinite number of stocks. The price wasn't affected all that much. So whatever news there was, it's, oh wow, we have a daily MRI buy coming up. Whatever news it was, it certainly didn't affect the stock much, though it did drop below 40 cents. I did not even realize that because I was too busy with Christmas. Oh, they replaced the CEO. Interesting. Oh man, if the CEO was replaced, would have been nice that if my friend Ben Gagnon would have been the new CEO. I think he was the CIO or CMO, Chief Mining Officer, something like that. Um, yeah, this is not a good nor a bad thing, but what day did the news broke? The news broke today. Interesting. And it's not really affecting the stock. A CEO resigning could be good and it could be bad. It really depends. It depends on the circumstances. Man, I can't believe the stock fell below 40 cents. I did not realize that. I was like waiting for it to fall below 50 cents, but it went below 40 cents. I missed that one. And an MRI buy is coming, but I don't know. It's against my religion to buy stocks between Christmas and New Year's. Otherwise, this 38-cent price would have been very, very appealing to me, especially with a daily MRI buy around the corner and a weekly MRI buy just passed. The only thing that concerns me, or the only thing, like I said, it's against my religion to buy stocks between Christmas and New Year's. That is the one week you should never trade unless you're exiting stock. So first thing next week, when the market's open, I'm gonna revisit this. Though I may not tell you if I entered the position or not, mostly because I'll be complete. There'll be some bias involved. I don't want people to really know what stocks I am invested in. But if I talk about a specific stock, it means that I'm very, very interested in it. Mara, yeah, but I'm not interested in Mara. I'm not going to diversify. I mean, you could diversify across uh, these stocks, the Bitcoin miners. And it was funny. I had a chat with another friend of mine, super Bitcoin maxi, and then his view is investing in mining companies is like investing in shitcoins. He sees it as the same thing, basically. He's like, well, you're just guessing and you're just trying to buy something cheap so that it goes up, 20x while Bitcoin goes up 3x. And I'm like, yeah, but at least I'm still supporting the Bitcoin network, right? So this was an interesting argument. His argument was that buying these mining companies, they're cheap stocks because they've crashed 90% as a versus Bitcoin's. Uh, they crashed, not 98% while Bitcoin only crashed 70%. And there's a giant difference between 90 and 70%, guys. And just like shitcoins always do. And then you're betting on shitcoins to, go up 20, 30x while Bitcoin only goes up 2 or 3x. So this is basically a similar play. Though I took the argument that it is not like investing in shitcoins because these things are real companies that help the Bitcoin network, while shitcoins are fake garbage that takes away from the human benefit of Bitcoin's existence. So to me, there's a big difference there. But it's an interesting argument. Right, it's either that or GBTC. Right, if you're looking to capture significantly more return in a turning market in Bitcoin, your options are GBTC or Bitcoin mining stocks, or you leverage Bitcoin itself. So it's like those are the only options. All right, guys. Hey, thank you all for watching. I'm probably going to call it a day. I need to go take a few meetings. I am here in Miami for one more night, and then I'm off to Panama. And if you are completely bored and you decide to show up in Panama for New Year's, shoot me a text. I'm assuming you'd have my number. Who is the Bitcoin capitulation seller? You don't need a Bitcoin capitulation seller. This is what I keep trying to tell you guys. In order for prices to fall, you don't need this magical seller. And lots of reasons force people to sell. I mean, you can have a house you're never going to want to sell, and then something happens, you get divorced, and suddenly you're selling the house at a bargain price. Well, you don't need a magical seller to cause a capitulation. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Oh, I didn't even talk about Unconfiscatable. Shoot. Oh my God. So you have 2 more days to buy tickets on sale. Let me go back to screen share. 2 more days. That's it. The prices will rise. Unconfiscated. So now I have to do a stream tomorrow as well. Tomorrow will be the last day. Prices will rise on January 1st. So January 1st, I will raise prices. Well, not me. Like, there's a whole team involved, but these prices will not last. There's actually more than 2 tickets got bought, by the way. This is just I haven't refreshed my page. I have to restart my computer. If you refresh the page, I'm not sure that number changes, but when you open it on your computer, it will be different. So we will raise the price to its actual price of $650. That will be the price starting on January 1st. So this is literally the friend and family sale. So you can check that out and come and join us. It's going to be early December, December 7, 8, 9. The poker game will be on December 6th. That should be December 6th. It'll be December 6th on your end. I need to just restart my computer. And hopefully I'll see a lot of you there. We have a full sellout at 400 people, and that is it. If you are not one of the first 400 people to buy a ticket, DMing me for a ticket will be, well, useless, because I won't have room for you. I will not be able to get people in because it will take away the experience from other people that are expecting only 400, and this probably becomes a fire hazard. So we will fill the room as most we can, and those that don't buy a ticket or find out about this event last minute, you will just have to join us the following year. This event will sell out, and we're going to have amazing speakers who love this event because it's not overcrowded like other events. By keeping the event small, many speakers are actually more interested in attending. So get your ticket super quick before they don't exist anymore. Of course, we'll do the scammies again. So check that out. You can check out old videos from the past Unconfiscatable events. We have the playlists, we have the Scammy Awards. We have the poker videos. We have everything. You can watch the presentations. Everything is there on the Unconfiscatable YouTube channel. You can follow us on Instagram, and you can also follow us on Twitter. We'll update the graphics. All right, guys. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will see you all on the next one. Bye, guys. Yes, we do have Jack Maulers as a speaker for the event. Bye, guys.